Hi guys, Robert here, back in for another video, and today's going to be a London Film and Comic Con wrap-up video, what I got signed kind of thing, like what I bought, what merch and whatnot, just showing off what I got, as you do. So first off, what I'm going to show you is merch that I bought. Right, so merch. First off, we got the Showmasters exclusive Kevin Eastman art book, which is really nice. Can I put these down? Chris Vint actually bought this for me. I love that guy to bits, and it's just full of like really cool sketches, unused cover artwork, no-tell stuff. It's really hard to flick through. Nice little forward there. And just, yeah. So it's really good. On the last page is that sketch. That was an exclusive print. That one, Tales Crossing Abbey Road, which you could have bought at Showmasters. It was like that big, it was massive. I wanted it, but I was just too scared bringing it home. But I know Chris got it. But that's a really good art book. I really love just like looking through it and stuff. So thank you, Chris, again for that. Next, at limited edition comics store, they had like this big massive sale on the variant comics. So I managed to pick up Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. This is the Mark Brooks variant with Black Cat and all the Mary Jane stuff going on right there. Also picked up this Spider-Gwen issue 2 variant. This is Mike Theodoro Jr. I think. That's awesome. That was going for like 20 quid when it first came out. So go for a $5. Then my good mate Johnny, vintage comic book geek one. He picked me up volume 1 of Spider-Woman, which is always good to have. It's a Spider-Verse story. And then again, Chris and Mark bought me the Infinity Gauntlet trade. I said from the start this is one thing I wanted to get, but I ran out of money, and they bought it for me. And I thank you ever so much for buying that. So I'm looking forward to that. Next is the what I got signed comic book wise. I have 3 comic books here I got signed. Obviously, Dan Slott was there. Amazing guy. He's such a mark for himself. Like he would just tell you anything and everything about his experience, about when he's writing it, Spider-Man, what he really enjoys doing, and he just gets so excited about everything, and it's amazing. And you can just have a laugh with him. So you know, I'm not a Spider-Man fan, but I really love Spider-Verse. So I got Spider-Man issue 9, which is Spider-Verse Part 1, signed by Dan Slott there on the side. And when I was up with him, I was talking about how I really got excited for when Tokusatsu Spider-Man showed up with Leah Pardon, because I told him I was a massive Power Ranger fan. And he's like, "Oh man, I was really excited." Like this is Dan Slott. He's like, he's really excited when he showed up, and he's like, he was going to the writers. He wanted splash pages of Leah Pardon. But they were like, no, can't do that. Can't give him too much light. And you're like, what? Why not? That's such an exciting character, you know. And it was like he was so happy about it. That he had a bit of an involvement. So I was like, yes, thank you so much for having a bit of involvement. So that's Dan Slott Spider-Verse there. Next, I got the Harley Quinn first print signed by Chad Hardin. There. And COA as well, signed by Chad Hardin, which is amazing. Absolutely, I love the artwork. Well, not a big fan of the artwork inside, but I love the guy. I know there was a few bad stories with Chad Hardin over the weekend, but I literally went to him at the end of the day, and he was just packing away. So, "Oh, do you mind signing that?" He's like, "Oh, no problem." So he signed it. I got a picture of him, which is cool. So Chad Hardin there. And the big name, of course, is got to be Kevin Eastman. He had, for a comic book like creator, he had one of the biggest queues in the joint. It was constantly full, and he's so humbled about it. He's such a nice guy. He talks about anything, and you know, I was just like, oh man, thank you for creating like some of my favorite cartoon characters. And I'm talking about how Michelangelo was my favorite. How I always like to compare myself to him because we just have to have having a laugh. And of course, his favorite's Mikey as well. So then I stuck in front of him the current run, issue 1, the sketch variant, which is that one. And he signed it to Robbie, Kevin Eastman, and he drew a little turtle face, which is great. What I love about this cover the most is that down here on the barcode it says cover by Kevin Eastman. So like, to me, that's amazing. I'm hoping to get this framed at some point, you know. Yeah. Next, this is the only figure I got. Everyone knows I got this figure purely for Cameron Gibo to sign, and everyone's seen the footage from the con, so here it is now. This is the Gokai Silver Ranger figure art there, signed by Cameron Gibo. Oh man, I absolutely love Cameron Gibo so much. He was so humbled. Like, it just felt like the other Rangers guests that were there were completely shunning him away. Obviously, Jason David Frank was like in the popular area people, and Steve Cardenas was next to him, even though he had no line all weekend. And then you had the Time Force guys, Jason Thorne and Aaron Cahill together, like the other side of the con. And you had Cameron Gibo just like on his own, just sitting there. He never had a queue either. And every photo shoot every day lasted 5 minutes for Cameron Gibo. I'm like, why? He's such an awesome guy. And you know, I stuck this in front of him. He was like, oh man, I got one of these. And it's really, really nice. And so he signed it. I was like, oh, thank you very much. I loved you. And everything like you know, you saw and asked him about Dino Charge. It's going to be a team up. He's like, there's no plans for it yet. But I really hope there is. So what I need now is to try and find like a box protector for this, because I don't really want this getting damaged at any point. Even though it's quite damaged anyway in shipping. But, oh man, love that. Next, 2 posters I did pick up along the con. This one I saw, which was absolutely amazing artwork, and I had to pick it up. I actually wanted to get this signed by Jason David Frank, but I just ran out of money. There was just like this artist there, and he had like these prints, and I think that is just an amazing piece of artwork. And I would have loved that signed by JDF, but unfortunately, money. So you know. And then also there was this. Obviously, Banksy Future was a massive thing this year at Comic Con, and the up to 88 miles per hour foundation were there, and they had like some limited edition stuff. All you had to do was like make a little tiny donation, and he was able to take away his poster. And that is an amazing, amazing poster. Literally, I think I threw in like £2 in there. It's to commemorate the 30th anniversary. And you know, this would have been an amazing piece to get signed by the cast, but you know, what you can do. But I absolutely love it. And again, this is like a piece that I really want to get framed. But you know, wall space, it's non-existent at the moment. Right, next, what are we going to go for next? Obviously, I have the 2 massive pieces over here, which I'm going to show you last. So next, I'm going to go to 8x10s. First off, we got Hayley Atwell, Agent Carter herself. I've got them in these like acid-free protectors here. Signed it, Robbie. Yeah, I love Hayley Atwell. So boom. Next, we got Christopher Lloyd, who had literally the biggest queue in the joint the entire weekend. Me and Mark were so lucky to pick up an autograph from him because his schedule was just so stretched. It was just unbelievable, and you know, his numbers were just going up and up and up. And like me and Mark, we just like showed up at the right time, and they were just like weren't even checking tickets at the time. So we literally just walked in, got an autograph, and like unfortunately he wasn't personalizing it. But you know, I got one, and it's like one of the nicest autographs I think I've ever seen. So I'm really happy with that. Next, I've got Leia Thompson. So Robbie, what a dream. we clocked on that if you was to compliment Leah Thompson, she would write "What a Dream" on your autograph. So like, I was like, "Hey, beautiful, how you doing?" She's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Woo!" And she's like, "Yep, boom." I mean, Leah Thompson, for her age, is such an attractive woman. I mean, wow, amazing. Next, I've got Erin Cale. Now, I'm going to say this: Erin Cale was one of the nicest people I have ever met at a con. She was like so humble. She had like the enthusiasm of like a born again Christian. That was like her enthusiasm to compare it, and I loved it. It's like for Robbie, not even two Robbie, for Robbie, with love and thanks, Erin Cale, Jen. So yeah, boom. Next, we're gonna have Cameron Gibo. Obviously, I had to get Nate Patton as well. So Robbie, you're the best. Cameron Gibo. Yeah. Orion. Boom. And then the last one, my hero for the past 23 years. To Robbie, all the best. Jason David Frank. Tommy. And that's that. And then now, the big pieces. One's now officially complete, and the other one I have one more name to get to have that complete. Here we go. This here is the Freddy vs. Jason movie poster. Also, I had it signed by Robert Englund 2 years ago when I met him, but now I have it signed by Ken Kirzinger. Such a nice guy, and he wrote a speech bubble. Get over it. I won. Ken Kirzinger, or as Mark likes to call him, Ken Schertzlinger. Well done, Mark. And oh man, such an amazing piece this. I mean, I'm a bit gutted because when Kurt Kirzinger signed, he put a hole in it. But apart from that, oh man, what a piece. What a piece. But obviously that's not my big project. My big project is this baby. This original 1995 quad movie poster. And so far I have it signed by Jason Narvi, Skull, David Yost, Billy, Steve Cardenas, Rocky, Karen Ashley, Aisha, Paul Freeman, News, John Young Bosch, Adam, Paul Schreier, Bulk, and now I've got it signed by the man, Jason David Frank, who played Tommy. And so I need one more name to get, and that's you, Kimberly. Amy Jo Johnson, please do a UK con. I need you on this poster, just so I've got this complete, you know, and then I'll be like, oh, that would framed would be amazing. Really would be. So I need that so badly. So I hope you enjoyed what I got signed, what I bought, what merch I got and everything. Thanks for enjoying the Comic-Con Day in the Life video. And I'll be doing another Comic-Con video, just the story of Comic-Con. And I hope you enjoy that one. So thanks for watching, you guys, and keep revitalizing those pages. Peace.